What is going on, y'all? Side Perspectives GeoFucks here. This video, I want to say again, sending love, positive energy, prayers, and my condolences to O'Shae Sibley and to O'Shae Sibley and their family, their friends, their community. Once again, homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, bigotry, closed-mindedness, these ideologies are leading and have led to people being murdered and killed for simply being who they are. O'Shae Sibley was a member of the LGBTQ plus community and simply minding their business, dancing, voguing, being themselves in a public setting. There's nothing illegal with somebody dancing and being themselves. There's nothing illegal about somebody voguing. There's nothing illegal currently as of right now, because we see how the laws are changing and we see how the laws have been historically, and we see how people are still being treated currently. It's not illegal for us to be LGBTQ plus, and there's nothing wrong with somebody being gay, being trans, being bisexual, being lesbian, being non-binary. There's nothing wrong with two men loving each other, two women loving each other, two people loving each other, two or more people loving each other. A person shouldn't have to worry about being murdered and killed because somebody else's closed-minded ideologies. And then in this situation with O'Shae Sibley, they're literally minding their business, dancing at a gas station, and then end up being killed, murdered, because somebody wants to use their religious beliefs to justify why they thought they were being threatened. So somebody dancing and voguing and being themselves, minding their business, is somehow threatening you and your religion. And because you're threatened, because of your closed-minded ideologies and beliefs through your religion, you took it upon yourself to murder and kill somebody. And this is what the problem is. This is what's happening when you have, and I'm going to go on and say it, you got people using their religion, and mostly Christianity, to justify being homophobic, being biphobic, being transphobic. Okay? You killing people because they don't have the same sexuality as you. You killing people because they're transgender. Again, what does somebody else's sexuality or gender identity or gender expression have to do with you? And why do you feel that it's okay for you to kill somebody because they're gay, because they're bi, because they're trans, because they're lesbian, because they're queer, because they're feminine? And then in the same breath, you have all, and I'm about to go there, you have all of these cisgendered heterosexual people who will get on their platforms, such as the Just Not Hilarious person, and many others, who will get on here and continue to spew hatred and animosity towards marginalized communities that are already being harmed. And then y'all will sit up and say it's not that big of a deal. Oh, she's just joking. Well, y'all are doing too much. Y'all are pushing your sexuality on us. Y'all are pushing transgenderism on us. Meanwhile, we're the ones being killed and discriminated against. Ain't nobody killing cis women for being cis. Ain't nobody killing cis men for being cis. Ain't nobody killing you because you're heterosexual. Meanwhile, O'Shae Sibley was murdered because they were a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Black and brown trans women are being killed because they are trans. Ain't nobody discriminating against you because you're cis or because you're heterosexual. And then y'all want to sit up here and spew this hatred, bigotry, closed-mindedness. And then when people are being killed and discriminated against, then y'all want to sit up and say, well, we didn't know. And what you do know. Y'all use y'all religion to justify oppression. Y'all use y'all religion to justify bigotry and closed-mindedness. Y'all use y'all religion to justify being homophobic, being biphobic, being transphobic. And now they are investigating O'Shae Sibley's murder as a hate crime, because it's exactly what it is. You killed this person because they were a part of the LGBTQ community. You killed this person because you perceive them as a feminine gay man. That's what that bigot perceived O'Shae Sibley to be. And they're trying to use their religion as well. I felt threatened. Again, this is what we mean by homophobia is death. Biphobia is death. Transphobia is death. It is literally a death culture. Y'all sitting up here coming up with every reason in the book to deny other human beings of the same rights and freedoms that you have as a cisgendered person, or as a heterosexual person, or as a cishet person. We don't get to exist out in public, but you do. You get to go to the bathroom, but I can't. You get to dance and be happy and be you, but O'Shae Sibley can't. And that's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't see how that is discrimination, double standards, hypocrisy, and wrong. And like I said, black and brown trans women are being murdered and killed in the streets, beaten, harassed, and also black and brown trans men and trans masculine people are being murdered and killed in the streets, beaten and harassed. And cis LGBT plus people are also being killed and murdered and harassed and discriminated against. So at what point are we going to address the elephants in the room? You can't keep using your religion to oppress and discriminate against other people. You can't keep using your closed-minded ideologies and beliefs to discriminate and oppress other people. O'Shae did not deserve to be murdered and killed for simply existing in their skin and dancing. And this is why I'm going to go on and say it before I end this video. If you are a cisgender person and you are not actively working to acknowledge the privilege that you have as a cisgendered person and actively working to fight against transphobia, you are not a good person, and it needs to be said. If you are a heterosexual person and you don't want to acknowledge your heterosexual privileges and you are not actively working to fight against homophobia and biphobia, you are not a good person. And not only are you not a good person, you're not a safe person. Because these are the cis and the cishet people that will sit around, make all of these effed up jokes about you, and then when you get killed or discriminated against, they're going to sit around and act like they don't know why this is happening. At this day and age, you are either an ally or an enemy. And a lot of you cisgenders, a lot of you heterosexuals, a lot of you cishets are freaking enemies. And it shows. Because these are the same people who will be like, well, I'm not homophobic, but I ain't with that gay shit. As if you don't have family members, friends, colleagues, community members in the community that you know that are a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Well, I don't have a problem with the trans community, but I just don't think they should be going to the bathroom with us. So I can't go and urinate. What does me going into the male bathroom, or a trans woman going into a female bathroom, or a non-binary person, regardless, going to the bathroom, has to do with you? And why are you sitting up watching somebody else go to the bathroom in the first damn place? Quite frankly, it's almost like you're projecting because you're the one that's actually the predator. Let's just keep it real. Because I've never in my life been that damn concerned about what somebody else is doing in the damn bathroom. I'm going in there to urinate or defecate. Take a number 2, wipe my ass, wash my hands, wipe my hands off, and go. I'm not in here to sit up here and have a whole damn party to see what you doing. But again, it's the cishets that want to bring up all of this confusion while accusing everybody else of being confused. Anyways, rest in peace to O'Shae Sibley. Justice for O'Shae Sibley. May O'Shae Sibley rest in power. Say their name, O'Shae Sibley. we're going to have to address the elephants in the room, because people are literally being killed for simply existing.